Oh,
you're free to get some of that bubbly. I need it. My throat is backed up. I wonder why. I could never imagine why my throat could be a little bit clogged right now.
I just had an idea. Now that you've started recording, I had a surprise for you.
Is it a shrimp on a barbie?
No, mate, it's not a fucking shrimp on a barbie. It's a meme. You know what a fucking meme is?
Is it a meme I've never seen before?
It's a meme that I made, mate.
You made the meme.
I made the meme, mate.
This is the first meme that's come from people also meme for.
Hold on, let me get it pulled up, mate.
Boy, am I excited.
This is the first ever people also search for meme.
Yeah, we've got a meme.
I'll put it up on
It's exciting.
I'll put the meme up on the screen so the
And make sure to share that
so
meme.
the viewers/listeners can see it.
I think everybody can relate to that one. One day you wake up and it was all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazine.
It was all a fucking dream, mate.
Yeah, I love Dr. Dre.
Well, I'm gonna stop doing an accent.
Yeah? I'm pretty sure that song was not Dr. Dre at all.
Wait, what song? Oh, yes. Also, if you couldn't tell, now Ryan and I both have a microphone of our own. So
oh, yeah, Biggie Smalls.
Way to go, Ryan.
It doesn't sound anything like Dr. Dre.
Yeah, if we sound any different / better, it's because now we're live in the stereo.
We're independently speaking to you from two separate locations.
We're independent, but we're still working as one unit.
Wait, we're one unit? We're right next to each other.
Speaking of...
How are you doing, Jacob?
Speaking of... how am I doing?
Yeah.
Man, I think you know how I'm doing.
I think I know how you're doing.
I'm in a way that makes me need...
a nice cold beverage.
A nice bubbly to go with my shrimp on the barbie. It smells of pamplemousse.
It does, except it's not pamplemousse.
Mother!
We've got the bubbly brand today.
It smells of pamplemousse. I made a pamplemousse in my pants.
Oi, you're gonna need to clean that up right now, kid. We didn't allow that in our state.
Clean your childish feces up before someone slips on it. Oh, man.
Okay.
I was listening to a podcast recently where they were talking about Duke Nukem Forever, I think it's called. And apparently at one point in the game he says like, "Oh, what kind of sick motherfucker picks up their own feces?" And I'm just like, holy fuck, that's so great. Like, that terrible character that like you can make him piss on everything, like,
yeah,
that's such a weird like catchphrase for him to have.
Yeah, like a weird catchphrase like shrimp on the babby. I needed to know where it came from because everybody says that, but it's a bastardization of the freaking accent of the language.
Yeah, well, yes, of their culture.
Of the culture. Okay, anyway, shrimp on the Barbie is a phrase that originated in a series of television advertisements by the Australian Tourism Commission starring Paul Hogan from 1984 through
it's
the
Paul
1990s. Hogan. It's Paul Hogan.
He's the crocodile hunter, right?
He's the shrimp on the Barbie guy.
Yeah.
Wait, no, Paul Hogan? Crocodile hunter? No,
isn't that him?
It's Steve Irwin.
Oh, no, not the crocodile hunter, the...
Oh, you're talking about, like,
the
Crocodile
movie.
Dundee.
Crocodile Dundee, yeah,
Wait,
that's the guy.
Him? That's him?
I'm pretty sure that's Paul Hogan.
Oh, hang on.
I thought it was, at least.
Crocodile Dundee.
Crocodile Dundee. That's not a knife, this is a knife.
Wait.
Paul Hogan.
It is him.
Yep.
Whoa.
He's
Wait.
the guy that said shrimp on the barbie.
Crocodile Dundee was the guy who first said shrimp on the barbie.
It's an advertisement though. It's from the Australian Tourism Commission.
This is definitely before Crocodile Dundee. But I just can't believe the same guy who said shrimp on the barbie and who like made that into the horrible the horrible statement that it is.
Oh man.
And it's why is it always shrimp is the point. Because I was just like, why isn't it chicken on the barbie? Like, in what you said earlier, they
prawns.
don't even. There's prawns. They don't even use the term shrimp really, or eat the shrimp on the barbie. They eat the prawns on the barbie, but it's not prawn. It's always shrimp on the barbie.
I'm eating my fucking prawns on the barbie.
Freaking Paul Hogan. Paul Hogan, you did us wrong, but you did us a little bit of right with Crocodile Dundee. I mean, that was.
Classic.
It was a classic movie. I think most of us have seen that. I've seen it. I don't remember much about it. It's not very memorable except for a few catchphrases. Like I can't.
Yeah, the knife one.
Yeah, the knife one. I was trying to think of a different one, but that's like the main thing that anyone remembers from that movie.
Yeah. I don't even know if I've seen the whole thing. Like I just saw it on Comedy Central, I guess, and I don't think I watched the whole movie. I probably missed the beginning of it.
Yeah. I wonder how many like actors start in commercials and then actually make it into movies. I feel like the people who are...
A lot of them.
Really? Like, I feel like a lot of the people that I see in movies, like, a lot of them, if you look up, like, their IMDb's, they don't start anywhere, like, small. It's like they start with a fairly large film, and then they just get onto bigger films. It's like, how do they get onto that first large film? And you would think stuff like this would be in there, but they never talk about this. It's like the man before the man.
That's true. I mean... It says it was from 1984 through 1990, so
the year I was born.
Wouldn't like one of those years be like when the movie came out, or is it like older than that? Or
When did Crocodile Dundee come out?
Well, yeah, because it says
it was definitely after 19. It came out when I was.
It's after 1990.
It's 1986.
So he was doing the commercial or the like advertisements for the tourism board. Why, like in the same period that he did the movie?
Wasn't there like a weird remake of Crocodile Dundee that was more modern?
I don't know. I hope not.
Maybe not. There's like another film that's similar to, that's like a crappier version of this, and it came out like much later, so like the production value is fairly high, but like the movie is awful. Maybe it's not Crocodile Dundee. I don't know what it is. I know what this is.
More like Crocodile Dun Don't.
Yeah, you don't want to even search for it, but since we're here and people also search for it, I'm gonna search for that Crocodile Dundee remake or a recent. We need to know. Reboot. I don't know what it is.
That's from 2018.
Yeah, but that's not what I'm talking about. This is like when I feel like when I was like 10 or 11, I saw it. But I swear I saw it in theaters or something. I feel like what I'm talking about right now might not exist.
Maybe you're thinking of a different property, and that
maybe that's. Are there any movies like Crocodile Dundee?
I mean, there's sequels.
Okay, are there any movies like Crocodile Dundee? Best movies that are similar to Crocodile Dundee. Yeah.
Wow.
We're finding
One of your searches paid off.
They did it.
Do the right thing.
See, it works sometimes, Jacob. Okay, After Hours, Do the Right Thing, Hannah and Her Sisters. None of these are...
4 Rooms. How is that like Crocodile Dundee?
I don't think any of these are like Crocodile Dundee. This website's a phony. WhичMovieNext.com. Well, it's not one that's like Crocodile Dundee, so what's the point? All right?
It's probably based off like some vague algorithm. Oh yeah, you can see like the genres in the side.
Oh, this is the worst. This is
Thanks a
This is
lot.
a computer trying to tell what a
Yeah.
movie is.
Yeah, exactly. Thanks a lot.
You're
AI.
not a people.
AI. That probably stands for artificial
Insemination. No,
All
no,
right.
you go.
All right.
I'm sorry. Please tell me what you're about to say.
I forgot.
You did?
Yep. Welcome the people also search for.
Where we forget what we're doing.
Yeah. Or where we forget to think of what we're going to talk about on the show.
But that's okay, because we're just looking for the answers to life's greatest questions.
That's true.
You can look for any answer.
And we had, a pretty good question to start it off about where did Shrimp and the Bobby come from?
Yeah. Where did it come from? We found out that Paul guy.
Paul Hogan.
Paul Hogan. I was thinking Paul Rogan, but I was like, no.
Who's Paul Rogan?
Joe Rogan's brother. I don't know.
Seth Rogen's his cousin.
Yeah, are they? They're not related.
Seth Rogen and Joe Rogan?
Nope. I'm pretty sure they're not.
I don't think they are.
I don't think they are. All right, though.
All right.
So we were like, "There's a Crocodile Dundee," and we're back. We're back with Crocodile Dundee. But
we're back here on People Also Search For. We're gonna have a nice little adventure today, Ryan.
Yeah, we are, because we just discussed off camera.
Then why the fuck?
What we would do this podcast about. And what did we decide on there, Jacob?
It's a boy.
It's a boy.
Yeah. Oh.
We're pregnant.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I mean, we said that we were going to go on an adventure.
Yes.
It's kind of like Crocodile Dundee. He went on an adventure, am I right? And we're going to go on an adventure, too.
He went on an adventure to America, right?
Yeah. And he was so out of place there.
That's Crocodile Dundee Goes to New York.
Yeah.
I don't even know if that's a movie, but...
I don't know. It sounds like
it
a
would
spin-off, yeah.
I'm pretty sure he did go to New York at some point.
Maybe that's the newer one. Is there I'm not even gonna get back into this.
I mean, you can. I'll say that you can at least search for Crocodile Dundee Goes to New York and see if anything comes up, because it probably will. Like, even if it's just in the images, like a picture of him in New York, because I feel like he was there. I think I might have seen him in Times Square.
Crocodile Dundee Goes to New York.
He was the worst. In the
was
Big
the
Apple.
worst.
He was looking around, was carrying a knife around Times Square. He was getting ready to stab people, feed them some fresh shrimp on the Barbie.
I guess in the original 1986 one, he went to New York, so...
Okay. Arrives in New York City, all right.
Babel also
what
asked...
hotel did Crocodile Dundee stay in New York? Ding, ding, ding.
The answer's the Plaza Hotel. Us Australians would know that.
That's not a hotel. This is a hotel. Visit hotels.com for the cheapest travel rates online.
They'll keep the dingoes out of the door for you and have a nice warm fire for you when you get in.
I'll keep the dingoes out of the door. I'll keep the dingoes out of the elevator.
That's going to be the next shrimp on the Barbie. They'll keep the dingoes out of the door.
I'm sure it will, Ryan.
I hope it is.
I
hope it is.
It's all thanks to People Also Search
Paul
For.
Hogan. Thanks, Paul.
Paul Hogan.
But, we've been on a few adventures.
Yeah, I've been on, I was like wondering, I was thinking one time about, recently, I just thought about this bread manufacturing plant. I don't know what it's called, but it's just a bread bakery place. You know about Schwabel's, right? Like, it was in...
Yeah. Oh, you got that Schwabel? That's hella tight.
I just thought about Schwabel's, and I was like, oh yeah, I remember I went there on a field trip with my school when I was a little kid, and because even if you drive past it, it just smells like real dreamy, baking bread.
Sounds delicious.
Yeah, and we took a little tour through.
Put your bread in my mouth.
Mm-hmm. Hot bread in your mouth.
My mouth is like the opening of the toaster. You put it in, but instead of getting cooked, it goes down to my stomach. Was that a little too sexy for you, Jacob?
You made me laugh, and I almost tipped my microphone over.
I'm sorry, I really got into that. All right. Yeah. But, that was an adventure, but...
So, yeah, I mean, I was just thinking about that time, and I was like, that was a cool field trip, and I was thinking, what does field trip mean? Like, why is that like, why do we call an event like in school or something where you like go outside of school a field trip? You're going on a trip across a field to get to another place. Is that like essentially it?
Yeah, well, I don't, maybe when the term was made, it was before they had places to go, and there was just all fields around the town. So they're like, we're going on a field trip, because they were in Australia. They're going on a field trip.
Like, who's tired of learning in the classroom? And everyone's like, me. Like, would you like to go out to the field and have class there?
And then they all walk up, and there's butterflies flooding around, and they start singing.
And they get ants all over them, and then sometimes there's red ants, and they bite them, and they're like, oh,
the hills are alive with the sound of crying. So many ants around.
The children.
Biting us up. All the children are
the
crying.
Children crying. One of the most
important part of a field trip. One of the most important parts.
That's how you know it's going right.
It's going right when one of the kids gets injured and it starts crying. Then you know somebody was having a good time, because if you don't get injured, you're probably not having a good enough time.
So accusatory.
Go wild on your field trips.
Yeah.
All right.
Why not?
I just put, why is it called a field trip, and thought maybe that search might work.
It might.
Oh, the first thing. Why are field trips called field trips on Wonderopolis?
Wonderopolis.
Wonderopolis.
Wonderopolis. Wonderopolis had many sons, and many sons had Wonderopolis.
Wonderopolis sounds like a Dr. Seuss character, like name for a species. It's like the Wonderopolis went to the metropolis to get a new job, and the Palopolis, the police, when they wouldn't let them through, because they were racist, and they didn't want the Wonderopolis. They didn't want the Wonderopolis people to come in to the city, but then they rose up, and now everything's integrated in society of the Wonderopolis.
Wow, you just went on a mental field trip.
I did.
And left the rest of the world behind. While you visited Wonderopolis, or Wonderpalopolis, or whatever you said.
Wonderopolis. Yeah. Its name evolved a few times. I mean, the story, it's still canon in the story. Have you ever gone on a field trip? Yeah.
Are you asking me?
Yeah. No.
You're just reading it?
Yeah, I'm reading this. Would you like to continue?
Go ahead.
Have you ever gone on a field trip?
Have you ever gone on a fucking field trip?
Field trip days.
Have you ever had some pumpernickel bread with some butter on it?
It's often the most exciting day of school. Family members volunteers to go along, and they, along with all of the kids, pack a lunch and load up the bus for the day ahead. Field trips are both fun and educational, but have you ever wondered where the name comes from? Have you ever wondered what puts the field in field trips?
Oh my god.
Jacob, could you tell the fine people what put the field in field trips?
I don't. Can I do it in a normal voice?
You can do whatever you want.
Okay. I was like, do I have to do it like that? Like really culturally insensitive of Australian people?
I'm just saying I didn't like the term shrimp on the babby, and I'm just see what I.
It is fun
What
to do,
I
though.
just did is what shrimp on the babby did to our society.
Yeah, that's true.
It is.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm a victim of the shrimp on the babby. I'm a victim of Paul Hogan. This is what I think Australians sound like. I know that they don't. But I've only actually no, I've met a few Australians and they have some really great accents.
They do have great accents.
It's one of my favorite. Like, it's so beautiful sounding. I cannot do it justice, and it sounds nothing like what we're doing.
Oh no, we were.
It sounds absolutely.
Yeah, we were
nothing
definitely
like
doing it purposely, like
Donde.
Because I was saying earlier how I hate the Outback commercials because they're like disgustingly over dramatized with the accent. It's like, come on down and get a pint of Foster's lager with your steak and blooming onions.
Oh, so delicious.
Now at Outback Steakhouse.
It's so hard for me. I was choking.
Ryan's losing his bubbly over here.
Every time
you always bubbly, mate.
You always make me laugh, and you make me like want to spit out my liquids onto the people also search for control panel. This is where we drive the ship from. This is our vessel, where we find the answers to life's greatest questions. Take them. You okay? You feeling a little...
Oh, man.
Oh, my God.
You made it sound so professional, Ryan. That's great.
I did? We're a professional podcast now. We did it. We made it.
That is true.
Oh, man. We've got more than one microphone. If the audio quality is better, you can just thank us. Thanks, people. Also search for
and your trusty control panel.
Oh, yep.
Oh, man.
I'm just kidding. Thank you. Thanks everyone who's listening and putting up with our words of wisdom. But we were trying to answer the question: what makes a field trip a field trip?
Yeah.
Like, where did that come from?
Okay, you did want me to read the next part.
Yeah, I do. I want to tell the people.
So when you think of the word field, many things might come to mind. Do you picture farmland? Sounds familiar. An open prairie, perhaps? Like Little House on the Prairie. How about a baseball diamond or soccer field? Adults might even think of the field area of interest they work in. History buffs might think of fabulous battlefields. A scientist's mind might go to magnetic fields. How thoughtful. Whoever wrote this article. As you can see, the word field has many definitions, but when people talk about field trips, they're using a less common meaning of the word field. In this case, field describes work done outside of an office or classroom.
Why?
That's pretty glaringly obvious.
What field is?
Yeah, that they're over editorializing a little bit.
They're like, we need to make this at least 6 paragraphs.
That makes sense.
How are we going to do it?
That makes sense if you think about what a field trip is. It's an outing that gives you a chance to learn something new outside of school. So basically what we already said. Or that's like what my guess was. Like
you're going out to the field.
Like the teacher's just like, who wants to have class somewhere else that's not here? And everyone's like, I do.
Yeah,
and then they get by ants.
Then you find, they get eaten by ants. But they get to like observe a really cool butterfly and like the whole cycle of it becoming a cocoon and then growing up and growing beautiful wings and flying away.
Yeah,
a little caterpillar.
Well, you don't really want them to fly away during the field trip.
No, you want them to hang out, on your fingers so you can like show them off. Like you're wearing a ring pop. Like that, except you don't want to lick it because it could have some kind of like bug diseases.
Bug diseases on your ring pop?
Yeah, and no, it's a butterfly. You don't want to bite its wings off. You don't want to bite a ring pop either. You're gonna hurt your teeth doing that.
Yeah, you don't bite ring pops. I guess you can when it's very tiny. Once it's almost done.
You
Ugh!
know what's weird? Is I used to love getting ring pops like on like trips, not necessarily field trips, but like long trips in the car. You'd always go to like the gas stations on the side of the highway, and they'd always have like these bags of ring pops. Or they'd have individual ones.
Yeah, I was never the hugest fans of them because I remember the the candy juice would like make your fucking like that disc, like the base of like the ring, I guess.
Yes,
like where the stone would be. It would make that all like sticky and slippery with like spit and like candy juice, and then it would be like it would have like basically a ring around my fucking mouth, which is the real reason it's called a ring pop, is because it gets fucking red shit all over, like around the outside of your mouth.
Yeah. Or like if you cut the ring into the shape of a heart, it could put a heart right in the center of your lips, like the Queen of Hearts in that.
Oh yeah, or like Queen Amidala.
Yeah.
Or Princess, I don't know.
Princess
don't remember.
Amidala?
You know, for the
Medulla oblongata? What? No, that's the word it reminded me of. I'm sorry. Princess Oblongata? Princess Amidamba? What did you say?
Oh, Princess Amidala. That's from the prequels. She had like
okay.
She had like that little red like lipstick like just in the middle of her lips.
Yeah. This is who you were talking about. For some reason, when you said that, I thought you for some reason knew of like a princess from like I don't
an
know,
actual
like
historical figure.
Like a historical figure from like some time period I didn't know anything about, and I was like, "What? I'm intrigued. What is this? Who's Princess Amidala?"
Sorry, it's something way less interesting.
Yeah, okay. It's just.
I mean, you can.
I see. I know this.
You can say that her one costume is very interesting,
very
but
oriental.
As far as like the
design,
as far as all the movies, they're just pretty much hot garbage. Although I would say, for the first time, I heard on a podcast somebody defending the prequels to some extent, I was like, oh man, I don't know if I can really get on board with the prequels apology train.
I don't know if I can either.
For the reason he was describing.
I think they're okay.
I liked them when they came out because I was like in the fucking perfect age range.
Oh, me too.
Oh man, I like fucking loved that shit. Well, even when I was younger though, I definitely didn't care too much for Jar Jar Binks. I'll say that much.
I don't think anyone cared for Jar Jar Binks. I don't think anyone cared for him.
I don't think so either. He's pretty insufferable.
Anyone care for Jar Jar?
I'm sure there's some people that like him.
Did anyone care for Jar Jar? Jar Jar Binks, actor who played famed Jar. What happened to Jar Jar? What did Jar Jar Binks do to get banished?
Misa Jar Jar stinks.
Yeah. Let's just.
Yeah.
Let's just pinball right on out of here. We hit the wall. We're going down.
We hit the wall.
We hit the wall. We're going down towards the slot between pinball paddle.
I'll say one thing, Ryan, about the prequels that I think is cool.
Okay.
And you can say one.
Lay it on. That I think is cool about the prequels?
Yeah, I'm going to think of, or I already thought of one thing that I did think was really cool.
Okay.
And it's General Grievous. That motherfucker was badass.
Oh, yeah. I agree with that.
And like the way that they like the like model of him where he had like exposed parts of his lungs and shit, like that was like gnarly as hell. And I was like, dude, that's a nice touch. Like that's a nice creative like touch of, you know, putting in the effort for like the little things.
Yeah. He's definitely one of my favorite designs of the characters.
I don't know if the CG would hold up because I haven't seen it in so many years, but I rather just remember that it looked cool.
Yeah, let's stay
because
away from
we all
that.
remember the CG of like Anakin being burned up.
Oh, yeah.
That looks so fucking silly. Like I remember laughing the first time I saw it.
It was like it's the best they could do.
And just like the whole like dialogue and everything of that scene. Oh, it was so fucking bad. Like that could have been a really powerful like ending point. You know, like basically like the final like act 3 of the movie. and they just really like, especially because like the CG in that scene too looked like shit with the lava and stuff. And they're like balancing
Everything
on.
looked bad, yeah.
Yeah,
They did
fuck.
the best they could, though.
Did they?
I think they did.
Are you a fucking prequel apologist, Ryan?
No, I'm just saying. I appreciate that they made a thing. They did it.
They did.
It might not have been a good thing.
It's a thing,
but
it qualifies.
I am almost gonna say I like the prequels way more than I liked The Last Jedi. That was a bad
It's hard
movie.
it's hard to even defend against that.
Yeah, I'm like the prequels. I think I would rather have all the prequels than have The Last Jedi.
Oh
so
man,
that was just, I don't even want to get into
at least
that.
the prequels had some creativity points, and as far as like the whole like plot and everything.
Yeah, and the cool thing, I'll bring up my cool thing is, I know everybody wasn't into the whole pod racing thing, but like the pod racing game.
Oh yeah,
at the arcade.
I was just gonna say that
came from that.
Even the N64 one was fucking
The
fun.
movies were worth that game. Yeah. Did you ever play the arcade one where you actually get to like sit in the pod and you're like controlling it?
I don't think I did,
racer?
but that sounds fun.
Yeah, it's just, well, it's not like a full pod, but it's like a seat.
Yeah, I know
shaped
what
like
you
the
mean.
pod racer, and then you like lean forward and it's got the motorcycle kind of like controller.
Yeah,
I don't know how to describe pod racer controls, but yeah, it's got that, and it's just, you feel like you're flying. I mean, I did this when I was a kid. It's probably, the graphics are probably really bad. I don't remember what it looks like, but
I'm sure it looks like shit.
Pod
Pod Racer arcade game. Because there was an N64 one, which got 9 out of 10 on Steam.
All right. Well, let's see what the arcade one. That's the one I remember. It wasn't. That's not what it is. Where is it? Is this it? Is that what it looked like? Yeah, kind of. No. I feel like that's. I feel like this. No, this isn't what it is. Crap. What else would I put? Pod Racer.
Is it the?
Maybe it is.
Oh. It looks like it from the
Star
artwork.
Wars Racer. That's not the one I remember though. I remember there was one where you, maybe this is it, but
It's not the Pod Racer control panel that you were
no, it
thinking of.
wasn't. No, it wasn't the people also search for a control. I mean, Pod Racer control panel. Maybe this is it. I don't remember. I don't. It definitely didn't. I don't remember it looking like that. But well, there's a big sphere right there, and next to it, I don't know what that game is. Anyway, that was it was a cool game, and I would suggest trying it if you ever find an arcade. I don't know if they have many arcades with stuff like this anymore. It's a dying.
I mean,
thing.
they have shit like that at Dave and Buster's for sure.
That's true. That's true.
We have
Dave and Buster's.
We have an old D&B nearby.
Yeah, we should go there sometime.
Yeah, we should go there for a people also search for a field trip.
Yeah, we could do that. We should go on some people also search for field trips.
It would be funny if we like did try to make a video. We might get kicked out though.
I think we'd be good.
I don't know if corporate D&B would be down with that, if you know what I mean.
Well, that's why we gotta just walk in there. Well, not record walking in there, but just record us playing the games. I don't think anybody will know.
Just audio, you mean?
No, video and audio. I'll bring the GoPro.
Well, so then people would be watching a video of just us, like the screen that we're looking at.
Maybe. No, they'd be watching a video of us playing.
We'd also have to get drunk there, so, you know.
We could comment on the arcade games live while we're playing them.
We could. We can play multiplayer games and do co-op, bro.
They have this.
We can do some bro-op.
You
down for some bro-op?
Yeah.
Some bro-op
Yeah,
games?
I'm down for some bro-op.
Down for some fucking
bro-op.
Only now at Outback Steakhouse.
Outback Steak House. Ate it.
Nailed it.
The Bloomin' Onion. It's the home of Australia's favourite treat. The Outback Steakhouse. Haus.
That's fucking terrifying.
Come to the house. Have you ever heard of that? What is it? It's like a Japanese horror movie called House.
House. No, I've never seen House.
We might have to watch that and comment on it. It's a really strange...
like people also review for segment.
Yeah.
That was a terrible name, by the way. We're definitely not going to call it that.
What? What was the horror? Wait, what did I call what?
Oh, I called it people also review for, which I was like, that was just like an on the fly name.
House.
House Hunter.
So if you're looking for house,
not the show House.
Yeah, it is. It's what? This is weird. Oh, it's spelled. You can type in house, but it's Hausu. Is the house. Anyway, this is a movie where a schoolgirl and 6 of her classmates travel to her aunt's country home, which turns out to be haunted. Trip? Yeah, it's a field trip. It's a failed trip. It's a failed trip to her aunt's country home, which turns out to be haunted.
Scary.
So it's a classic. You go to the house. They're like, this is a great vacation.
It did get 7.3 stars.
But it's just really
on
strange.
IMDb.
It's got that Japanese weird. Do you know what I mean by that?
They have
Japanese weird.
They have a lot of very surreal like media, whether it's TV shows or movies. Like, have you ever seen I think it's called Funky Jungle?
A movie?
Yeah, it's a Japanese movie.
Funky Jungle? Sounds like a porno. The Funky Jungle.
It's a movie. It might be
this is a vegan restaurant. What?
Damn.
The Funky Jungle. We could go eat there.
Maybe that's not the exact...
Well, let me type in you said it was a Japanese movie?
Yeah.
Sometimes they don't come up for some reason. Funky Jungle, Japanese movie.
Funky Forest. That's what it is.
Nausu no Mori. Funky Forest.
I watched the whole movie and it is fucked up.
Also known as Funky Forest, The First Encounter. It's what is it? What's it about?
It's a comedy.
Oh, it's a comedy?
It's a very weird... Yeah, it's a very weird... Look at, go back and look at some of the Google images of it, because there's some, like, disturbing practical effects in the movie.
And I love me some practical effects.
Like like that tiny baby, man.
Oh.
Yeah.
Can't you wash your body? Oh, God, this is making me sick.
I
need to click off of that. Like, this... Don't look this up.
Just click the little X on the left corner of it.
But it's still there. It's still the thumbnail of it.
I wish it was showing more of like other examples of the movie.
It's a small baby body in the palm of a man's hand.
There's
with
other
adult man's head.
There's other weird shit.
It's all slimy looking. You can't. Okay. Anyway.
See.
Oh God.
Yeah.
This man's face. It's got a fucking. It's got like a cone head coming out of it.
It's like, yeah.
No.
I think
Jacob, why would you show me this?
He like sucks on it at one point.
What do you mean he sucks on it?
Yeah, he puts it in his mouth and he like sucks.
What part of it?
The phallic part on top of the head.
Oh, well, go on.
That's it.
He sucks on.
I think like
head. He sucks on his head wiener.
I think like weird milky stuff comes out of it.
It all goes back to the cone heads, man. I don't want to see anything
and it's
protruding from your head going into anything.
It's funny because like the body and everything is a practical effect, but then like the face is CG'd on top of it.
You're making me uncomfortable. Wait, the face is CG'd on top of that practical effect?
Well, so it's a real person's face CG'd onto like a little like silicone.
That's what it is.
Body, like a little fetus body.
Oh,
it's so fucking
he looks
weird.
like the Stinky Cheese Man. You know, run as fast as you can. You can't catch me because I'm the Stinky Cheese Man.
No, I'd never heard that in my life.
I'm the Stinky Cheese Man. You've never heard that?
That's a real thing.
You've never heard of the Stinky Cheese Man, Jacob?
No.
Oh, Matt, dude.
It sounds like you're pulling my leg.
No, I'm not. The Stinky Cheese Man is a children's book that makes fun of other fairy tales. Yeah, the Stinky Cheese Man.
And what is the image that you were thinking of.
The Stinky Cheese Man. Oh, let's go to the images. The Stinky Cheese Man is terrifying looking. Look at this.
Oh, I've seen.
Oh, this here.
This
is what it looks
doesn't
like.
Person that we used to work with have a tattoo of that on the back of his leg?
Yeah. He does. But like one of the lines from it's just like run as fast as you can. You can't catch me because I'm the Stinky Cheese Man. Because he's like the gingerbread man. That's what it says in the gingerbread man rhyme. And
it's weird that the only place I've ever seen that is a tattoo of it on somebody.
It's a really popular children's book. In fact, even if you're an adult or if you have kids, like you want them to read this.
I recently heard people talking about one of the Shel Silverstein books, and then I like just Googled him and looked at the images of like his illustrations and stuff, and like I fucking love his like artwork. Like that shit is cool. I kind of forgot about like reading all those books when I was a little kid, but like when I saw the images, I was like,
wait, what's one of the books? I want to see. What's a good looking one if you can remember?
Fuck. I can't remember of the title.
Wait, what was his name?
Shel Silverstein.
Shel.
Like with an S.
Oh, like Shell gas station.
Shel.
Shel. Shell.
Yeah, it's the first
Silverstein.
one.
Shel Silverstein. Oh, he's a good looking like bald bearded man.
Yeah, I guess so.
This is an intense beard. Okay, so wait, what are we looking at? His artwork?
Yeah, he illustrated the books of where the sidewalk ends.
The Giving Tree?
The Giving Tree,
There it is. Shel Silverstein illustrations. That's what we want. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That man looks like he's got a back problem for sure.
I just like think his illustrations are really awesome.
They're really simple, and I like it, especially this one. It's a box kid.
And it's just like
so cute.
It's just like an ink drawing.
Yeah, it's just a little ink drawing. Actually, a few people were just participating in Inktober. Did you make it all the way through Inktober?
It's not the end of October yet, but I still haven't missed a day.
I'm saying this because when this airs, October will be over. So.
Oh yeah, probably. Yeah, I think you're right.
If you say it now, you have to finish.
Well, that's the goal, Ryan, to do every day.
Yeah, but if you say it now on the podcast, you have to.
Okay, fine. I did it, everyone.
Yeah, he did it. Congratulations, Jacob. 2 weeks from now.
Thanks. It was a struggle sometimes.
Yeah, everybody, you should be so proud of this man. He's drawing it up every day. Oh.
It's weird doing it because, like, some of them I've been like, I don't know if I'd actually post this unless I was like participating in this thing where because like once you put in the time, like especially in some circumstances, I've done it on my lunch break when I'm at work, so I like really have to do it because the day is over halfway through my shift, so I would do it on my lunch break.
Yeah,
do like 20-minute drawing, and I'm like, damn. That was a quick one.
Yeah.
It's hard to draw anything good in 20 minutes.
True. Unless it's something you've repetitively drawn
like a character you've drawn over and over. Then it's like pretty fucking easy, but I'm getting there. I'm getting to that point where like certain characters I can just do really fast.
Yeah, that's nice. I don't know if I'll ever get to that point. I don't do much drawing anymore.
Oh, you will, Ryan.
You think I will?
You're going to be doing more drawing in the future.
I will.
On this show.
Maybe I will. I mean, I definitely, I'm not a bad drawer.
I've had some ideas that we might plausibly be able to do at some point.
Ooh, don't give them too many sneak peeks of the future.
That are drawing based, but don't worry, Ryan. I'm not trying to give away spoilers for something that could potentially not happen, but I want you to sometime, level up your drawing skills for the sake of this show, and you might be all seeing that.
I'm pretty good at improvisationally drawing some stuff already. I don't know if I could do it fast enough for a show, but if we had like something that we were going to draw, I could probably make it up.
Yeah, and if we're if we're both of us are not fast enough, or one of us, it's easy. We'll just fast forward it.
Yep. I'm just
like a speed drawing thing.
I'm not like I'm a pretty sketchy drawer. And you can clean it up, like if you sketch down and do it with ink and then erase it. But I think it would probably just be the sketch. I don't know if we'd want to go through the trouble of like trying to go through the whole process of doing like a sketched out ink drawing. It'd be intense.
Well, it wouldn't be ink. It would be. Well, I mean, we could do videos of it, or we could do it like digitally, like.
Oh yeah, with
like
the tablet.
With the tablet.
Yeah, we could do that. We could definitely do that. Well, if we. I guess you'd have to get a tablet then.
I have a tablet. I've had a tablet for a long time.
Oh, can you record it?
What?
Well, we'll talk about this later.
That's
some behind the scenes action.
Anyways,
we're glimpse into the lives of us.
But we are talking about drawing, and both of us have an art background to some extent. So
we definitely I've done some art. You've done some art.
We've both made money before. With our art skills,
let's just call us professional. But
I mean, my profession no longer has anything to do with art, but that's okay because I still make stuff on my own time.
That's true. You're
like,
always an
people
artist. People
also search for.
Yeah, the best piece of art I sure have ever worked
podcast coming to you from Cincinnati live.
Cincinnati.
Dun, 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 dun,
get at us.
Boom, boom, boom. People also search for.
Yeah.
Boom, 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 boom. That's our new theme song. Let's record it.
Yeah, just record it and then put it as the intro, and then reverse it for the outro. It just sounds so good when you get to the end of the episode, and then it just like seamlessly merges into the next one with the intros and outros reversed. It sounds beautiful. It's like sucking you in. Next episode.
It's like sucking you off. Sucking you in, like Ryan said. Nobody wants to hear about that shit.
Yeah. We don't need to hear about our podcast sucking each other off.
Wait, each other, huh?
Yeah, like you suck if you're listening.
Oh, like our
episode,
fans?
Yeah, no. Yeah, like our fans are fucking sucking each other off. No. I'm talking about like if you're on episode 12 and then you're like have it like playing in a Spotify playlist or something, and then it goes directly into episode 13. That it sucks you into the next episode. The audio, it just feels like it's sucking you in, and then it blows you out right onto the next episode.
It blows you right out.
Yeah, it blows you. It blows you just while it's sucking you in.
Yeah.
Yep. That's just what audio magic is right there.
It's just
the definition.
It's just a little touch, man.
I like it. Makes me feel good.
Like we were saying, we like to try to be as creative as we can,
but sometimes it's easier when you suggest things for us to search for.
Oh yeah, who doesn't love a good free suggestion?
Yeah, that's you helping us, and we will continue doing this, and hopefully help your ears and your life in general. I hope you're feeling good out there today. 'Cause we're feeling good in here.
Yeah, we're feeling pretty aight.
Have you ever gone someplace like on a field trip that just made you feel good?
You mean feel aight?
Like you feel alright? Yeah. Have you ever gone to a place that it feel alright?
Did it feel alright?
It did, but what? Have you? If not, I mean, I've gone to a few places, but I'm curious about your adventures.
I honestly, I've actually never been anywhere that cool. No, I think I have been places pretty cool. Like, I think I might have gone to like an amusement park once, but it was like not during the school day. And then I've been to like museums, I think, at some point.
Yeah, I've done a few museums. You never went somewhere when you're like that something weird happened, or it was just like, oh, this is a really cool place that I haven't experienced anything at before. Like, did you actually go to a place, or was it like always museums?
I mean, one time we all walked like a couple blocks over to the ice cream shop.
No, that's not what I mean.
It was fine.
Like, instead of going to like a museum where you're like seeing pictures of like I don't know, like Indians or something, you would go to like an actual
Indians.
Like, yeah,
pictures of Indians.
You'd go to like
all right.
Like cowboys and Indians.
Oh, that does remind me of like also going to the one art museum that was right on campus where we went to school, and I went there a ton. I mean, we went there as field trips for like certain art classes, but which kind of was like, I don't know. It didn't suck, but like, because there was like one professor that had a classroom in that museum. So it was like, oh, let's go out to the museum and like check this out and this out, because we'd be like learning about that specific artist. And it's like, there's a painting by them. And it's like, I guess that's kind of cool. But if you would have just like showed that picture on a PowerPoint, I'd be like, oh yeah, the one that's right out there. Like, I didn't have to get up and go walk out there to look at it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I don't really count that as a field trip. And there would be like school events when I was little that would be like everyone meets up at like the skate zone or whatever.
Oh yeah, I remember those.
And that was not like like it wasn't during school, so I wouldn't count that as a field trip either.
No, it's like an after school activity.
Did you do any cool ones? Because I don't really think I did.
I remember a couple. Like, I don't remember exactly what ages they were. I know either elementary or middle school. We went and visited like the Shakers, which
yeah,
and we
in
like
Pennsylvania.
It might have been. No, this would have been in New York.
Okay, I mean they're all through those different states. But...
I went and visited them, and then you like went and saw like all the old houses, and like they had like all their old cookingware, and like they had like a loom, and they were like making blankets and soap and stuff.
A loom.
Yeah.
Looming up some tapestries.
Yeah, and I remember like.
Do they live without modern amenities?
Yeah. Yep. And I don't know if they do.
So they're sort of like Amish people and Mennonites and stuff.
Yeah, they're like Amish people. It's just it's almost like a different style. It's like a different style of
different
Amish.
Style of Amish.
Yeah, that's what you are. You a different style of Amish. But yeah, the Shakers. Yeah, I remember that. That was cool. Then like I went to Washington D.C. I think, and that Washington D.C.
But did you go to Washington D.C. like? Well, I assume it was like overnight or...
Yeah.
So was it like during when school would be? Like you went there instead of being at school?
Yeah. I think it was actually like a 2 or 3 day thing where you got on a bus and drove there and then...
Did you make out with any girls?
I'll never tell.
I don't kiss and tell, especially from my childhood.
Especially when I was not even of age.
Oh, man. I didn't want to have any premarital makeouts.
I didn't want to have any premarital touching.
And that's why Ryan hasn't had any touching in his life.
Yeah,
because he's not married yet.
I've never even been hugged.
Yep, he has to be married first.
Yeah. I would, it's just like it's a holy matrimony thing. That's the right words, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, there you go.
It's all about the holy matrimony with Ryan.
Yeah. Don't be touched till you hitch them up. Yeah. You don't touching till after marriage. My philosophy.
A woman needs to ask his parents for his hand in holy matrimony. May I suck your son's pee-pee?
Please don't ask any of my parents that. All 12 of them. Don't ask any of them. Not a single one. There's a lot to choose from.
Did you notice I was trying to get the spit take again because you were taking
it? I know, but I got it down.
Yeah, he saved it. He doesn't want to soak the people also search for control panel.
They don't. It's an expensive control panel.
Yeah, it is.
And it brings these fine people entertainment. Just like shrimp on the barbie. Just like good old Paul Hogan.
Man, this is gonna quickly become the podcast where Ryan divulges into a very offensive Australian accent.
And it just never goes away.
Yeah, like every episode he's gonna start doing that.
That's my character now. Like I don't act like myself. I just act like an offensive
that's
stereotype of an Australian.
It's like your only bit, but you just do it all the time.
It becomes who I am, but only on even at work. Like the boss comes out and he's like, Ryan, you need to get this done by tomorrow. And I'm like, okay, boss, I'll get it done by tomorrow. I gotta get home for some shrimp on the barbie in time, so don't worry about that.
Aww.
Like that's my life.
That would be amazing if you actually did that at work, and like, like people would ask you about it, and you'd be like, "I don't know what you're talking about."
What are you talking about? Like you don't you try and convince them that you don't know you're doing it.
Yeah.
And that's just who you are now. I bet that could happen with some kind of like brain injury. If you got like a head injury, like if you I don't know, if you're like doing some BMX or some skateboarding or something, and you just you hit your noggin
you hit your
in the
head,
right,
yeah.
you hit your head, and then you wake up and you're like, what? Who took me to America from Australia? And you just like you think you're Australian from that point
What
forward.
am I fucking doing in America?
Yeah, and then that's like Crocodile Dundee.
That's Crocodile Don't.
Yep, it's the new Crocodile Dundee. Chronic head disorder.
Oh my god.
Chronic head disorder. Crocodile Dundee 3.
I'm sure you can get that sold, Ryan.
I think I'm gonna write it.
You should write the
I'm
screenplay.
gonna write the screenplay, and I'm gonna have it written up. I'll read it to you. I'm gonna write the screenplay. Would you enjoy that, Jacob?
You're gonna make big bucks on that.
I'll read it. I'll read you a scene from it. Would you like that?
Oh my god.
Do you want me to write that? I'll do it. I'll freaking do it,
What,
and I'll read it in my offensive Australian accent.
You're gonna write that and then bring in a screenplay next week on People Also Search For.
I will if you want me to.
I mean, I don't particularly want you to or expect you to.
What? It's not a screenplay. It's just like what would
Crocodile... Oh, one scene?
Like one little scene of like Crocodile Dundee in the USA.
Just a little teaser?
Yeah. Little teaser of what it could be in case we can get it greenlit. I mean, we're always trying to get stuff greenlit around here. Always and forever. You know that, people out there. You've listened to us. We've had a few ideas that I think could make some very, very popular Hollywood cinema. So
popular Hollywood cinema.
Yeah. So just you're gonna need to help us out.
People Also Search For brings you popular Hollywood cinema.
Here we are, popular Hollywood cinema. We're playing the greatest films of all time, produced by People Also Search For podcast.
Oh,
yeah.
We're just gonna become a movie review.
We are
show.
I was just thinking. Do you consider like vacations like a field trip when you're an adult? God, you sound just like him.
Him? That's a guy singing.
I was just no, it's a girl, but I meant like M. Like you sound just like him.
You just sound like him.
Yeah, it's not. You sound like I guess like. You sound. I was thinking just EM for some reason.
Okay.
Yeah, like it's a non
like
binary.
Them the band.
Yeah.
Well, thanks, Ryan. I tried to imagine how it sounds playing on a shitty car stereo and channeled that.
Yeah, that's how I've always heard it. It's like that song. The only reason I know is because it was like in the Rugrats Vacation.
Oh yeah, the
special.
Paris one.
No, it wasn't Paris. It was
okay.
they went to like a casino or like in Las Vegas or something.
Oh yeah, maybe it was Las Vegas.
Yeah, I think it was
there we go. We hit our cartoon quota for the day.
We did it. Yeah. Vacations all I ever want. The Rugrats was great, man.
Yeah. Well,
that's a classic show.
It wasn't my favorite, but I did love the animation. It was very creepy, and all the music where it was like, oh
man, the clown thing, all the clown imagery from that one episode.
Oh, we're the
Boppo.
Yeah, Boppo.
I don't know why I remember that. It's because it's terrifying. Clowns are just terrifying.
It was kind of.
I don't mind clowns, but they're such a big phobia of people's.
Yeah, I'm not afraid of them, but I definitely hate them.
I hate
them like I hate magic. And I don't mean Magic the Gathering. I mean like
I was gonna say
magic. I mean magic with quotation marks, where like a performance or an illusion,
like sleight of hand,
an illusion, if you will.
This is Chris Angel's mind for free. I'm gonna go into this box. They're gonna stab 17 swords through it, and then I'm gonna appear on the top of a building 6 blocks away from here. But there happens to be a camera directly on that spot that I'm gonna appear. Magic.
This magic
moment. has been brought to you by the people also search for podcasts. Podcast.
I just noticed that Shel Silverstein was born in 1930, and I was like, whoa. And then he
Dang.
died in 1999.
That guy was 66. 69. He was 69.
Oh, wow.
That was a weird dyslexic. I'm not dyslexic, but that was a weird dyslexic moment.
Oh,
Did I just hear something?
maybe,
Whoop. Hey, was that you? Hey, Jacob. I've told you hundreds of times.
hundreds of times?
Hundreds and thousands of times. We've had to edit at least 95 times out. Of
95 times.
You need to turn your dang phone off, Jacob. If you don't want to do 99 edit, I got 99 problems and they're all edits.
I probably won't even edit it out. Well, maybe at this point.
I got 99 problems, but being a damn good podcast host is
Oh, yeah.
one of them.
Also, we were talking about, speaking of being a good podcast host, we were talking about field trips that I don't think we really talked about any field trips. I said I went to Schwabel's and wait, where did you go?
Hey, that's Schwabel. That's hella tight. I'm like, yo, that's $50 for a bagel.
What was
Schwabel?
what was the one that
the
you
field trips that I said? Oh, the Shakers and going to see the Shakers and going to Washington D.C. And,
Yeah.
I mean, I've gone on other ones. I've been to museums and stuff, but that's always, it's like the same thing. But you know what they do have at museums? They've got that astronaut food, like in the gift shop, where it's just like pre-packaged, like
That's
ice
at like
cream.
the science museums.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that stuff is freaking disgusting, dude. Yeah.
Is that like a MRE, like a meal ready to eat, or is there something significantly different?
No, the astronaut ice cream, it's just freeze-dried ice cream.
Oh, they don't have all the different types of food.
Yeah, it's like an astronaut puff. No, I mean they have like a lot of different kinds of food, but it's mostly like ice cream. Like it's stuff that kids would buy. Like they're like, "Oh, I could get a space ice cream sandwich," and then it's just like this freeze-dried, disgusting piece, like sugar block that tastes like it's like chalky and
is it
just like dries your mouth out.
Is it sort of like packaged cotton candy at all?
Yeah, kind of. Except it's like that, but like a bar. It's like a spongy, like a kind of like the consistency of a Lucky Charms marshmallow, but large. Like you bite into it, it's like partially
like
chalky. Yeah, it's chalky, and it just like breaks immediately. Yeah, like that. Yeah, you're taking a big bite into one of those. It tastes like some. It's not. It's okay, but it's ice cream.
I never liked the
it's
marshmallow.
not good ice cream.
I don't really like those like cereal marshmallows.
What about like the meringue cookies?
I don't know if I've ever had that.
Like those whipped cookies. It just looks
they're like
a
really
dollop of whipped cream, kind of, but it's hard.
They're really like light and airy.
Yeah.
I don't think I like those.
I like a bite. I like a bite of one.
A bite.
Definitely not like. I don't think I would want to eat a whole one.
Does it crumble apart?
Yeah, it's very similar to Lucky Charms marshmallows. Very, very similar, except it's a little bit more.
Is it
dense?
So it's a pastry, but it's like a puffy.
This is what I'm talking about. These like whipped.
Meringue
cookies.
I definitely
They just look good, don't they?
Yeah, they look interesting. They do look like a dollop of something. But it's like hard and I feel like I might not have had one of these now.
Really? Oh man, you got to try one. I don't know if you'll like them though. They're very sweet.
Maybe we can get some at Jungle Jim's.
Then we could when we go on a food adventure.
Our food field trip.
Yeah, our food field trip. We're going to go on a few field trips. We'll definitely talk about food in the future and do maybe our take on some reviews of some things we might eat. Some weird things. Some really drippy things. Any type of things that you can put in your mouth.
Sure.
And
it's going to be a good fun time. On the People Also Search For podcast.
It is. Yeah. And if
we could do a video of it, of us, like, instead of just reviewing it on the podcast.
Yeah, we could do both. We could review it on the podcast and video it and then throw that up. Or we can make a different video where it's just like, the top 5 weird foods that you can buy at Kroger grocery stores. And then you...
Oh, yeah. No.
And then we're like, we're going to try all of these foods.
Oh, like a BuzzFeed article,
This
like
is a
video?
yeah. The first one. It's weird as F.
It's weird as F.
Did you know that you
It's
can
so
get
cringe.
frozen fried swordfish at the Kroger grocery store? Well, now you do. We're going to go and cook this up and then put it in our mouths.
Kroger.
Yeah. And then we eat it and we're like, that was damn good.
Oops, sorry, I said damn.
But it was just too good to not curse. Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Freaking cool.
We'll have like backwards hats on. And,
Yeah, and like
And we'll have
really sharp sunglasses.
yeah, and like we'll have skateboards too, so we look even like
neon
fucking
colors,
more badass.
Neon colored skateboards.
Oh yeah, like a '90s one that's like a fish-shaped skateboard with some sick graphics on it.
Gotta have my Chuck Taylors on. Dude, some fluorescent colored Chuck Taylors.
That's so that's so weird because immediately when you said that, I was just like, oh, like I feel like you would look stupid as fuck with Chucks on.
Just me?
Yeah.
Specifically as a person?
Specifically you.
Oh no, I have a pair of Chuck Taylors that like I painted with all these like weird psychedelic colors and stuff.
Of course you would.
And
You fucking stoner.
no, and I
No.
no, Jacob.
Stop
Stop
accusing me.
it. Stop accusing me of smoking marijuana. No, they were all psychedelic colors, and you know, I've worn those. I look like a clown. I look like a dang clown. What?
Wait, you mean the shoes?
Yeah, the shoes
Make
like,
you look like a clown?
Yeah, they do. Like they
So
they
you're
make
saying-
my feet look flat, and they just like, the way
Oh.
I stand, they just make me look wrong. When
So
I wear
I
them.
my notion was true about thinking that you would look stupid.
Yeah. Yes, it's true.
Yes, it's true.
I mean, you don't look bad in them.
me?
No, I mean that.
I don't. You've seen me wear Chucks. I haven't worn Chucks in many years.
I think I've seen you wear Chucks before. It was. I don't remember it recently. I feel like it was a while ago.
Oh, maybe then.
We've known each other for some time.
Yeah.
We were
Yeah,
in
that's
college together, and ever since then we've grown apart and grown back together.
true.
It's been
Like
a story, background of magical moments.
so many memories, and we're just gonna start building more on the people.
We're
Also
gonna build
said
some more memories as we go on in this podcast and in the future. We never know what the future holds, but
in the next episode we can make even more memories
we'll make the memories
for the fans and